Highly recommend this horse sweater. It's giving me white Christmas vibes. Like that Bing Crosby movie where they're at like this ski resort, chalet, and you know, riding through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh vibes. Like that's what I get from wearing this. I love it. I did want to say, my favorite thing I've done for myself as far as fashion goes this year is to start a Nuuly rental. So I am in between sizes right now. I am losing weight. I've been doing Zumba, and I got an elliptical in the basement that my husband's going to put together for me. And I'm just being serious about my health because I want to have more energy to do all the things I want to do. I'm not sponsored by Nuuly, by the way, you guys. I pay for this subscription myself. It's $98 a month, which again, that seems maybe like a lot of money, but it pays for shipping both ways. So they include a shipping label and it's already prepaid. It actually comes in this interesting duffel bag, like it's a zipped duffel bag. So it doesn't use a lot of wasteful packaging, which I love. I love that it's very sustainable in that way. They do dry clean all of the clothing, so I don't need to clean them, even though other people have worn them. I know some people don't love that. Like, that's why they won't thrift clothing, but I have never been that kind of a person. I have always thrifted, but it is hard when you're plus size to find quality pieces in a thrift store. So I've been loving having the Nuuly rental service because I love all of the brands they have on there. They have so many plus size inclusive high fashion brands, like not just what you typically find at Target or Walmart or something like that, which is, I try to avoid shopping at those places. I'd rather have like a few quality pieces than a bunch of clothing that falls apart or doesn't feel comfortable to wear. I'm very sensitive to fabrics that I wear as an autistic person. I need fabric that breathes, that isn't just straight up itchy polyester, that isn't itchy acrylic, 100% like acrylic, like knit sweaters. Because I'm a vegan, I will not wear wool. And also I never liked wool sweaters, like even when I've thrifted them in the past. They're just very itchy to me, like it's a sensory thing. So finding like knitwear that I love is always a challenge, especially as a plus size person. So this rental that I'm wearing right now, I'm freaking in love with it. It is an Anthropologie cardigan. It's one of those perfect cropped cardigans. It hits right at my hips, so it's not overly long on me, which is great because I'm petite. It's cropped and kind of more of a boxy fit. So it reads androgynous, which I really like. It just reminds me of something that Katharine Hepburn would have worn, something like an East Coast lady of society would wear. You know, it's a very timeless piece, so that's why I picked it. It is so unique. It is this beautiful just horse knit pattern in the back of my sweater. It's so beautiful. This is going to be like my Christmas sweater, like the one I'm going to wear the most during the holidays. I picked layering pieces, so a lot of sweaters, jackets, that kind of thing. So if you're new to Nuuly, I have a couple tips for you. Go and check out like the newest items available, like using the filter. You will often get pieces that still have the tag on them. Like this sweater still had the tag on it when I got it, so it hasn't been worn yet. It just came out like when I went to do my rental, and to buy this piece, again, I would never pay full retail for this. It's like $160. I'm not going to pay $160 for a sweater. It's just not going to happen in my budget. So I like that I can rent it, try it out. Eventually the price does go down on a lot of their items, especially like in the off season. So if I did want to buy this in the future, I can rent it again. I usually have a steep discount on pieces that have been in circulation a little bit longer, and they sell them off so they can get new stock. So that's something I do love about Nuuly. I have purchased a few pieces through my rentals. So I have found like very great staple basic pieces that I love. I found a really beautiful puffer jacket. I have like a traumatic puffer jacket experience I want to share with you guys. I was big into the trend. This was like early 2000s. We're saying, I'm saying like, I think it was 2002, 2003 circa era. And they were huge, like in the hip hop scene. And I basically just needed any kind of super warm jacket that would fit me. Like that didn't look like a grandma would wear it. Like back in the day, plus size clothing for young people just was not a thing. If you maxed out in the junior section, which would max out usually about size 12 or 13, you were shopping in your mom's clothing department. If you're in high school, you know you're going to get made fun of if you do that. So that really sucked for me. So I found this one puffer jacket that did fit me. And I'm like, it's really warm. It is very well insulated, but it was bright yellow. And it was so oversized on me as a petite person. It made me look 3 times bigger than I actually am. So I got made fun of so much on the bus. I got called Big Bird all the time, and it was awful. So I'm like traumatized by puffer jackets now, but I found one that I loved through Nuuly. It is another Anthropologie piece, and it is, I will post a picture here of what it looks like and me wearing it. I absolutely love it. It is the perfect length on me for a petite person. So my sizes, if you wanted to know, as a plus size person, I think it's important to share your sizes. I'm not ashamed of my size or anything like that. My bra size is 40 double D. My shirt size, I range, it depends on the brand or if it's like an oversized piece, but I range from like 20 to 22 on top, or like 1X to 2X usually. Now, if I want to do oversized, I do a 3X. You know the drill. It's the same for any person. Like if you want an oversized piece, you go a size up from what you usually are. But if I'm talking about a fitted piece, it's usually 1X or 2X on top. And my pants, I kind of am in between sizes right now. I am like between a 22 and a 24. It is like a faux vegan leather. So I don't love leather even before I went vegan. But I did want to say the puffer jacket is pleather, and it does hold up better to weather than real leather, as far as rain and snow and that kind of stuff. And it is very much a warm outdoorsy jacket, which I have plenty of like dressy jackets or jackets that are just cute but not warm, and I need warm jackets here. It can get to be below 0 in Iowa, so this jacket is definitely warm enough for that kind of weather. I got it at a pretty steep discount. It was like $70. I did end up purchasing that one because it's a timeless piece. Puffer jackets are timeless to me. They're just like a staple outdoorsy kind of jacket. It's a gorgeous cognac shade, which is timeless to me and goes with my coloring. So that's why I ended up getting that one. Another reason I love Nuuly is because you can get a steep discount on the pieces you love. And if you don't want to purchase it, you just send it right back after 30 days and you can get another rental and refresh your wardrobe that way. I find it is more ethically sustainable in my mind to rent pieces, especially if you get bored with clothing. Sometimes I get bored. Like I want to try different things, but I don't want to feed into that consumeristic culture that where we're always just consuming and throwing away, consuming and throwing away. I like the rental service because it's more sustainable. It makes higher fashion a little more attainable for the everyday person. They do have really great special occasion plus size clothing. So if you have a wedding you want to go to, they have all kinds of beautiful evening gowns, cocktail dresses, everything like that. And another reason I love Nuuly is because real people review all of the clothing items. They take pictures of themselves wearing the items. They say their measurements. It really, really helps, especially since I am plus size and I am petite at the same time. If I can find somebody with a similar body shape as me, that helps so much when you're looking for clothing online.